am filming.
Filming of the filming.
That's right.
The making of.
Hey, welcome back to Mobility Project. I'm here with the most famous 106 pull-up champion in the world. I know that there's a lot of them, clearly. Chris Spealer, we're CrossFit Park City. We've just wrapped up a seminar, and we've got even the first time we have someone filming, which is a revolution. There it is. It's happening. It's like a dream within a dream. It's freaking me out. This is like the inception of CrossFit. You guys are asleep. That's right. We're going down. So here's what we're going to work on. Chris is a father and has a 1-year-old. You do a lot of man holding. You hold your boy shoulder. You're a right-handed baby holder.
I am right.
And one of the issues is that when you're going really fast, when the corners, the last 2 or 3%, really start to matter in some of our best athletes. And when we're just working hard all the time, it's easy to get out of position or to get a little bit tight. And when you can have freakish work capacity and evidently never get tired, then these details do matter. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to work on some internal rotation today, which is basically the antidote. When that shoulder is forward, we get tight, and it's difficult to kind of get into these good pulling positions. We're spinning up for the open. I think you're going to probably do the open. I get to compare myself to Chris Spealer. It's not really fair, but I have to do it. But here's what we're going to work on today. So let's start with it. We've got a little variation today. We've done the first rib and working in the overhead position. And what we've got is we've got a tennis ball and a PVC pipe. What we often don't think of is how that first rib might limit that internal rotation. In fact, if you put your hand behind your back and then palpate that first rib, it becomes proud. If you bring your hand up, you can wind that up. See how it changes position? But when you wind it up and put that shoulder back, it becomes pretty juicy. You feel that? So that first rib on Chris is all the way up high. If you're competing with him, this is where the Spock bite is. Maybe you can make him go to sleep and then do a bunch of reps while he's unconscious. So here's what we're going to do first. We're going to put this down. Let's have you on your back. Right side. We're going to slide that right into his neck at the base. We're really kind of going after that posterior first rib. And then he's going to go ahead, put his hand behind his back, lift his butt up, bend your feet up, and then slide back until you get that rib in there. And then what he's going to do is doing his best. There's a lot going on here. He's going to try to keep the shoulder back, but the big loading piece is here. So he's got the rib engaged and down, and then he's going to start to lower on top. Go ahead and try that. Does that change anything? You feel that loading up?
A little bit.
Can you back up into the ball any further?
Yeah.
Might need to hold it with that other hand. Yeah, kind of guide it in there. There you go. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. And you can see how the eyes start to get bloodshot. That's a good sign, actually. But the idea here is that he's kind of mobilizing himself. We want to look at that range of motion. And when I clean up that first rib in my physical therapy practice, a lot of kind of internal rotation kind of manifests itself in a big way as soon as it pops up. And then obviously, since he's already parked here, it's worthwhile to go ahead and try to extend and try to get up into those tight positions. He can even toy around and fart around out here, trying to get that first rib in the front and that posterior first rib working. You feel that in there?
Yeah.
And that's a really nice way to kind of free up that overhead position. So second piece we'll do for Chris, that we have a little crossball somewhere. Where's that little crossball? The crossball? Stat! Got one. Is that when we're working overhead, we often think about the top of the ribs being what's restricted when we go overhead. And what we don't think about is when we go hand behind back, it's that the lower ribs and lower tissues get a little bit stiff. So we're going to have Chris rolling on the ball in that position and work on those tissues, lower trap, lower rib stiffness. And so if we can get him to have a little bit more mobility here, he'll be able to pull that scapula in and have better internal rotation control. And then he can just roll around. And then if I'm a super friend, I can come and massage Chris' very big chesticles. Or I can just lean on that, and then he can roll around or breathe or do whatever he needs to do in that position. I know that it feels a little bit limited, but you feel how that gets a bit tight there, yeah?
Yeah.
Super simple, easy. And then let's go ahead and work finally on kind of capturing some of that internal rotation. So wind yourself up to internal rotation there.
Which way? Overhead?
Just go ahead and hand behind back for me.
Right.
Yeah? And go ahead and hook that thing so you don't have to even hold on to it. And you can see that the default positioning is he wants to come in and kind of fly the scapula. So he's doing his best to keep the shoulder back. He can, if you grab that thing and then twist around and let that distraction start to happen a little bit, and then you can wind that up into internally there. And then what we're always after is, can I get a 2-for-1 in there and tie that neck in? So go ahead, head to the side and then chin down. And does that tie that in a little bit for him? So what's happened is he's opened up the front of the hip, or front of the neck, excuse me, and then he's gone ahead and just attached that piece here, opening up that anterior quadrant. Minimum dose, 2 minutes. How long does it take you to do Fran? Convenient, huh? That's how I remember it. How long should I do this? How long does it take one of my friends to do Fran? If you get faster, I can stretch less long. It'll be great. Work on that, all right? CrossFit Park City, if you guys are up skiing the pow, the big jumps, swing by and see these kids. Thanks, boy.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.